No, open source is very much not that. My name is François. I'm a freelance software engineer from Grenoble in the French Alps. And I do both freelance software development and consulting for companies to help them ship faster and solve tech debt and migrating from old tech stacks to more modern ones that are more efficient and help their developers be more happier with the code. My talk was titled Maintaining Open Source at the Age of AI, and that was feedback from my experience in maintaining open source software when everything started to change with AI agents becoming more prominent in the way that people contribute to open source, but also my experience using these tools to help my work in both open source and my professional work as well. No, open source is very much not that. We still need open source for a lot of things, especially large projects that are critical in terms of infrastructure and the tooling around all the AI that we use requires having some sort of tooling to ground it in reality. And this tooling being open source means it is community contributable, that people can fix problems when they encounter that, they can suggest new things to build on. And if everybody starts building their own thing in their own side, you have this fragmentation of ideas where nobody builds on top of each other. And we've always built on top of each other. This is how we progress globally as a society. So I think open source is not dead for as long as we keep relying on each other's works. That's a good question. The main question behind this is like, does it make sense for me to start an open source project today? And in many cases, probably not. It really depends on the scope of the project that you want to start. And it really depends on the questions and the problems that this project might solve. If it's something that benefits the whole community at large and not just your own particular niche problem that you want to solve right now, then it might make sense to open source it because you might want some help from others. Most of the time, the projects that I put out in the world were not because I wanted to share them with everybody else. It's just that I just had free hosting on GitHub and it was just convenient to put it there. And some people just happened to reuse it because it was publicly available. But there are cases for projects that make sense to become more than just a single person thing. There will be a lot more projects that are still put out publicly on GitHub for the infrastructure reasons. That will not necessarily grow into community projects. They will just be there because they've been built to solve a particular problem and it's just convenient to have them open source.